Leslie Phillips, famously known for his role in Harry Potter as the Sorting Hat, has passed away at the age of 98 after suffering from a long-term illness. Not just that, but the iconic actor has made notable appearances in the Carry On films and many more. Many consider him the master of raffish comedy. Let's look deeper into his unfortunate passing and some of his iconic moments, starting with losing a legend. The star was a significant part of our childhood as the voice behind the Sorting Hat in the Harry Potter movies, and the comedy Casanova found his way to the wondrous world of Hogwarts. During an interview with The Sun, his wife Zara went on to tell them that she's lost an incredible husband, while the world has lost one of its best show people. People all over the globe loved him, and he was, simply put, a national treasure to the industry. The star was loved wherever he went. On the passing Monday, his agent, Jonathan Lloyd, confirmed that the actor died peacefully in his sleep. The comical actor has starred in over 200 films, TV, and radio shows throughout the 8 decades of his career. Some of his most iconic catchphrases include Ding Dong, a reference to his character from Carry On Nurse in 1959 called Jack Bell. Some more include I say and well, hello, which he would deliver with suggestive tones. While he was only part of 4 out of 31 of the Carry On films, his catchphrases were so famous they followed him for the entirety of his career. His death came just 2 years after the last surviving member of the regulars from Carry On films left us. Moreover, reactions to his passing away. Sanjeev Bhaskar, an actor and comedian, shared a clip of the outstanding actor on his show over at BBC, The Kumars, at number 42. The clip showed Phillips stranded in the London Underground, with fans all around him asking him to do his signature catchphrase. Bhaskar recalls the actor as a genuinely gentle and warm person. Furthermore, the Trainspotting writer, Irvin Welsh, paid his own tribute to the star. Welsh exchanged a few messages with the actor online, saying that he would always love his patter. Piers Morgan described the actor as a beautiful character and a fantastic comedy actor in his broadcast, further saying that it was unfortunate news. The author, Melanie Blake, added that another legend had left us, thanking him for the entertainment he brought along. Although the actor was famous for his plummy accent and how he portrayed the English upper class, he was born in Tottenham, North London, and spoke estuary English. He used to serve as a lieutenant in the Durham Light Infantry in World War II before he was invalided out. But before that, he went to the Italia Conti stage school. Lastly, some more famous roles. Some more of his most iconic appearances include film franchises, such as the Doctor series, where he succeeded Dirk Bogarde in the 1960s Doctor in Love. Moreover, he also played in a bunch of fast-paced comedies that put him together with the Scots comedian and impressionist Stanley Baxter. For 17 years, the actor, along with Ronnie Barker and John Pertwee, played on BBC's hit radio show, The Navy Lark. Not just that, but he's also appeared in The Man Who Liked Funerals, the smallest show on Earth, along with Brothers-in-Law. But he's also taken on some dramatic roles, one of which nominated him for a BAFTA award against Peter O'Toole. Leslie Phillips, master of raffish comedy and immortal catchphrases. Coming up, immortal catchphrases. While he may have played Falstaff at the RSC and punched Gene Kelly, he will be remembered as a blazer-wearing posh cad because of his films and TV. Phillips once said that he might be remembered by From Bed to Worse because of his raffish characters, who would always get into trouble because of their philandering ways. Or possibly From Lear to Lear, as he shifted his style to more national treasure and Shakespearean characters in the 80s and 90s. As a matter of fact, he played Falstaff for the Royal Shakespeare Company. In the end, his most most iconic catchphrase turned out to be a simple hello. His outrageously lascivious catchphrase was pronounced almost as hello, making up a considerable part of his ladies' man persona in some of the Carry On and Doctor films, making him a massive name in the British light comedy industry in the 60s. His image turned a little older in the TV show Casanova 73, where he had somewhat longer hair and a much more chaotic character, but was still a womanizer. Whenever the character was introduced to a pretty nurse or an attractive young woman, he'd say hello, and most of the time they would be amused by his flirtiness rather than outraged by it, though sometimes he'd add another hello. At times, the word could even be followed up by seemingly innocent phrases, such as ding dong, and at other times, if he would come across someone he was really getting it on with, he'd go for lummy. Additionally, the 70s and 80s. Instead of Hollywood, his big scene where he punched Kelly in the nose led to a considerable career in Blighty. In the 70s, he went on to work on more films that had raffish comedy, but taking a step back from the carry-ons, seeing how marooned and typecast their prominent cast members were. In Don't Just Lie There, Say Something from 1973, he played a farcical seducer, along with Joanna Lumley, who manages to bring her character above just being a pretty face with her dialogue delivery. Also starring in 1972's groan-worthy sex comedy Not Now, Darling, along with one of his most grim works, Spanish Fly from 1975, in which the actor saw his co-star slowly being taken over by his illness. Though in the 80s, he started to turn more towards working in theater and TV, almost wholly avoiding those lady killer roles and moving more into character work. As an upper-class Brit, the expatriate colonial kind, he was much more in demand, as he played Sir Joseph Byrne in Out of Africa, along with Mr. Maxton in Empire of the Sun. Finally, a pop culture sensation. One of his best roles had got to be when he finally returned to his seedy, sexy characters, playing as the infamous Lord Astor in Scandal 1989, which Michael Caton-Jones directed. The film was about the Profumo affair, with Ian McKellen playing Profumo, John Hurt as Stephen Ward, and Joanne Whalley as Christine Keeler. His Astor is supposed to pay the rent of Mandy Rice Davies. Thus, he ends up facing her enraged landlady, who had caught the character trying to run away without paying up. Though Astor obviously expects something sexual in return for paying her rent, even muttering that she better be worth it. In the 90s, the actor came upon his birthright as a national treasure. The Age's Lads Mag raunchiness showed that his older roles of being a naughty but still lovely seducer were all the more loved. But with so much fame, he started to become irritated when people would randomly come up to him, asking him to say his catchphrases out loud, though he still accepted his pop culture status with good grace. He ended up turning into a loved icon who stayed in the eyes of the audience until the end. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Leslie Phillips' performances? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.